Hello everyone. Today we are going to talk about lesson 10.2, which is called Customary Capacity. Page 591. Okay. We studied before customary length and we converted between length units. Today we are going to convert between capacity units. Okay, capacity, so we are talking about liquids, about bottle, the capacity of your bottle, your water bottle and your juice. If you have any bottle or anything you can fill it with liquid, you should have its capacity. You should know its capacity. Okay, so here let's take a look to units of capacity here. Okay, this diagram is represent how to convert between capacity units. Firstly, let's explain what does it mean, what the meaning of this diagram. Firstly, we have the greatest unit of capacity is gallon. So G for gallon here. So this big G we have here, this big G, all about gallon. Okay, and inside that G we have 4 Q's. Each Q represent quart, 1 quart. Each Q represent 1 quart. So we have here inside gallon equal 4 quarts. So each 1 gallon equal 4 quarts. Okay, inside each quart we have 2 B's. Okay, B represent pint or pint. Okay, so B represent pint. So pint here is the small unit smaller than Q. So the biggest one, the biggest unit is gallon, and the next to it quart, and the third one pint. Okay, and the least one of them in this diagram, which is cup, C for cup. So each pint equal 2 cups, like we see here. Each pint equal 2 cups. And we have another small unit, that's the smallest unit in our capacity units, which is ounces, fluid ounces. We have this fluid ounces. It's denoted by this number or this symbol. Okay, so if we want to convert, as we studied before in length units, if we want to convert from big to small, we should multiply. And in the opposite, if you want to convert between small to big in the opposite direction, you have to divide. So here you want to divide by 8, and here divide by 2, and here divide by 2 also, and here divide by 4. Okay, after that, that's very easy to remember by using this diagram. You can draw it in your copybook, and let's pause the video and draw it and play the video again. So we have here G for gallon, Q for quart, P for pint, C for cup. Okay guys, here if you want to convert from, let's say, gallon to pint, what we're going to do, you have two steps to convert it. This conversion you have to make it in two steps. Firstly, you have to multiply by 4 first, because you have to convert from gallon to quart first. Then you'll convert between quart to pint. So you have to multiply by 2. So we have two steps here to convert from gallon to pint. And the same, if you want to convert between any two non-consecutive units, you have to do 2 steps or 3 steps to get the big unit or to get the small unit. Okay, so if you want to convert from gallon to, let's see, cup, so you have to multiply by 4 and multiply by 2 and multiply by 2 again to reach cup. It's very easy to convert, but you have to keep in your mind this diagram. It's very important, and this numbers, and the number represented by this diagram. If you see here, 1 gallon, 1 big G, included in, we have 4 Q's. So it tells us that each 1 gallon equal 4 quarts, and each quart equal to pint, and each pint equal to cups. Okay, if I ask you, we have here 1 Q, 1 big Q, equal how many cups? According to the diagram here, how many cups? Okay, think about it. Let's count the cups inside all the Q. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 4 cups. So if you want to convert between quart to cup, we multiply by 4. If you want to use this diagram, we have Q, which is quart, and we want to reach to cup, so we're going to multiply by 2 and multiply by 2 again, which is 4. So you have to convert it using 2 steps. Multiply by 2 to get pint, and then multiply by 2 to get cup. It's very easy to convert, but you have to keep it in your mind. And if you want to repeat it again, pause the video and repeat it again to understand well, and then we're going to take some examples and some exercise on it. Okay, let's move to our lesson. Okay, so we started before that we have 1 cup equal 8 fluid ounces, and noted by this symbol. Okay, now if you want to convert between 3 cups and to get fluid ounces, okay, we have here to multiply by what? We have 3 cups, 2 fluid ounces. So we have to convert between big to small, because cup greater than fluid ounces. So we have to multiply, because we want to convert from cup to fluid ounces. So we multiply 3 by the number of fluid ounces in 1 cup, which is 8, equal 24. And all about this diagram again. We want to convert between cup to flood ounces. So we're going to multiply by 8. Okay, let's move here. If you want to compare between 24, because we have here 24, and 26, we have the same unit as we studied before in length units. You have to put it in the same units to be able to convert, or to be able to compare between these two units. We have same units, compare between the number 24 is smaller than 26. Okay, let's move to the next page. Okay, now we have here this customary units of capacity. It's very important to keep it in your mind by using this diagram to be easier. And then we have here to convert between 32 pints to gallons. Okay, so we're going to convert between small unit to big unit. So you have to divide now. Okay, now firstly, look to our diagram here. We want to convert between pints here to here gallon. So we want to convert between pints here to gallon. So you have to move backward in the opposite direction. So you have to pint to gallon. So small to big. Pint to gallon. But between them we have quart. So you have to convert firstly between pint to quart and then convert to gallon. From pint to cone. So we have here from pint to quart equal divide by 2, because small to big, divide by 2. Then we are going to divide again by 4. Okay, we are going to use these two steps to convert between pint to gallon. Okay, so what we have here in our question, we have here 32 pint and we want to convert it into gallons. So we are going to divide first 32 by 2 equals 32 by 2 equals what? If you don't know, you have to check your timetable. Of 2. So 32 divided by 2, it's obvious it will be 16, because 16 multiplied by 2 equal 32. After that, 16 what? 16 quarts. But we want to convert it into gallons. So we want to divide it again, because we studied before, or we learned before, if you want to convert between two units and between them another units, so you have to put it in 2 steps. So you have to divide by 4. So firstly you start to convert pints to quarts, and then after you get the number of quarts, you divide it by 4 to get gallons, the number of gallons. Equal 16 by 4 equal what? Multiply by 4 equals 16, it will be 4. So the answer is 4 gallons. Okay, so the answer is 4 gallons. Okay, now use the picture to complete the statement and convert 3 quarts to pints. Here, this quarts equal 2 pints. So 1 quart equal 2 pints. 1 quart is greater than 1 pint, of course. 3 quarts multiplied by what pints to in 1 quart to get 6. Okay, so we have to multiply 3 by 2 to convert it to pint, because we can convert quarts to pints, big to small. If you convert big to small, you have to multiply it by 2. Okay, let's see another examples. We have 3 gallon equal how many pints? 3 gallons. So we want to convert gallon to pints. So you're going to multiply by what here? Okay, gallons greater than, so we want to multiply, but gallon after gallon we have quarts. Let's look to this diagram again. We have here gallon after gallon, quarts, and then pints. So you have to move through quarts and then you will get pints. Okay, now you have to do multiplication 2 times. So you have to multiply by 2 numbers to get pints. Multiply firstly by 4 and then multiply by 2. So firstly 3 multiplied by 4 equals 12. 12 multiplied by 2 equals 24. Okay, next we have here 5 quarts and we want to convert it into pints. We have here quarts is greater than pints, so we're going to multiply, because we're going to convert between big to small, so you're going to multiply. Then after that, how much we are going to multiply here? Okay, how many pints in 1 quart? Let's move to our diagram here. We want to convert between what and what? Quart and pint. So between them 2 multiply by 2, because we are going to convert from big to small. Multiply by 2. So 5 multiplied by 2 equals 10. The same here. Quart to cups. So we're going big to small or small to big? Big to small. So we're going to multiply, but multiply by what? Okay, let's see. From quart to cup. Let's change the color. What about this one? Okay, we have here quart and we want to convert it into cups. So you have to move 2 times. You have to move through pint. So you have to multiply firstly by 2 and then multiply by 2 again to get cups. So we're going to multiply by 2 times. So 6 multiplied by 2 equals 12 multiplied by 2 equals 24. Okay, it's very easy now. The most important thing that you have to know, if you multiply by 2 numbers, you have to put it as a big number, like 2 multiplied by 2 equal 4, multiply it by the number you have here. Okay, we have here 38 cups. We want to convert it into pints. So we ask ourselves, we converting between small to big or big to small? Small to big, because cups is smaller than pints. So what we're going to do, firstly, you have to divide, and we ask ourselves, how can we divide into? Okay, so divide by what? Which number? Okay, let's move to our diagram here. Cups to pint. So in the opposite direction, cups to pint, it will be divide by 2. Okay, let's divide it by 2. So 38 divided by 2 equals 19. And the same here, we have quarts to, we have here quarts to gallons. So we want to convert from small to big. So we're going to divide by what? Let's move to our diagram here. It's most important to have this in your mind. You have to keep this diagram in your mind. You notice that we are using this every time, so you have to keep it in your mind to use it. Okay, we have here gallon and quarts, and we want to convert between them. So between them is 4, but we're going to divide, not multiply, because we're going to convert between small unit to large unit. So divide by 4. So 36 divided by 4 equals 9. Okay, the next one, we have 104 float ounces equal how many cups? If you want to convert from float ounces to cup, you have to divide, because we are converting between small unit and big unit, from small unit to big unit. So you have to divide by what? 8. Yes, let's divide it by 8 in a new page. 104 divided by 8. As we started before, if you remember that, we have 3 digits, so we put 3 dashes. After that, 1 divided by 8 can't be, because 1 is smaller than 8. So we're going to put 0 up and 0 down and subtract. 1 minus 0 equals 1, and bring down 10. 10 divided by 8, multiply 8 by 1 equal 8. 8 by 2 equals 16. Now 16 is greater than 10, so we can take it. So we take the number before. So we are going to put 1 up and 8 down. 1 up here and 8 down here, and then subtract. It will be 2, and bring down 4. It will be 24. 24 divided by 8. If we multiply it, continue multiplying here, 3 equals 24. So we reach it. So we're going to put 3 here and 24 here equal 0. So the answer is 13, for this has no meaning. So the answer is 13 cups, and so on. It's very important to know that if you want to convert between large unit to small unit, you have to multiply, and if you want to convert between small unit to large unit, you have to divide in both length or capacity or any units. It's a general rule: from big to small, multiply, small to big, divide. Okay, let's make it by yourself. And let's move to the next one. Compare. As we studied before in length units, if you want to compare between two quantities, capacity or length or anything, you have to convert both units to be the same units to be able to compare. So you can't compare like that. We have cups here and pints here. You have to compare, and we studied before the easiest way to compare, you want to convert the big unit to multiply. Okay, which bigger here, cup or pints? Of course pints. So you have to multiply pints by what to get cups. So you have to convert pints to cups and put it the same. Put this as the same, 28 cups. So multiplied by 2. Here, 14 multiplied by 2 to convert it into pints. So it will be 28 also. So it will be equal here. The next one, 25 pints greater than, smaller than, or equal 13 counts. Okay. Firstly, we have here pints and counts. Counts here is greater than pints. So you have to multiply this by what? By 2, yes. Because here we want to convert counts to pints. So we have to convert quarts to pints here. So multiplied by 2, it will be 26, and here 25. Write these steps, please. It's very important to know it. So if you want to study it again, it's obvious if you wrote the steps. If you didn't and just write the symbol or the sign here, you're not able to understand if you forget something or what. So you have to write the steps. Okay, 20 quarts, and we have here 80 cups. We have here, which the bigger unit, quarts or cups? Of course, quarts is a bigger. So you have to multiply this by what to get cups. Okay. Now, quarts, let's move to this. We have quarts. Where's quarts? Here, this quarts. And where's cups? Here. We want to convert from quarts to cups. So you have to multiply by 2, multiply by 2. Then we have to multiply by 4 here, because we're going to multiply by 2 and 2 equals by 4. 20 multiplied by 4 equals 80, and we have here also 80 cups. So we have here equal quantities. The same here and here and here. Do it by yourself. It's very important lesson. It's the same lesson that we studied before, which is length units. It's the same way by different units. This length units and this capacity units. Thank you for listening, guys. I hope you understood all of that. Thank you.